Why, hello. It is me, the boy. And yeah, we're live. Hi, hello. I decided I would you know, do the starting soon a little bit quicker than normal, just cause I felt like it. As usual, we don't really have much of a plan. We're just gonna be chatting, but I do have some things I want to discuss because I'm pretty stoked about them, not gonna lie. Also, I realized something, so I'll wait for people to start showing up before I talk about it, because I was like, oh no, I'm kind of dumb. It kind of has to do with that up there, and what happened last stream, because Banana and Geki, and a little bit of Sticks. Bunch of weirdos making me do math. That won't be a payout till next month, so I still gotta figure out that. But you know, no big deal, no big deal. So I guess I talked about it now. I talked about it now instead of later, like I just said I would. But whatever, no big deal. Yeah. I was also looking into a few things. I'm really hoping I can get some stuff sorted out, and I'm learning a few new tricks. A few new skills, so hoping that will work out pretty well for me. I got some ideas for things. I wouldn't necessarily say like a redesign of my model, but like I'm trying to think up ideas for other outfits for the different versions, you know, because I've got like the male versions, the female versions, the demon versions of both, you know, like the chibi. I think I might just keep that fucking cursed model for the sake of keeping that cursed model, because why not? It'll be funny. I've realized on YouTube that anytime that one is in a video, it does a lot better, and I don't understand why. It's a very weird model, and a part of me is also debating if I should still stream to YouTube or not, because like it gets like no views, but at the same time I don't really post videos on YouTube. I only post shorts. So I feel like if I were to post more videos, it might do better. So maybe I'll end up looking into getting an editor of someone that would be willing to cut down streams and make it into funny moments. But that's more of that's very time consuming and also costs money that I don't have yet. So trying to think about what I want to do. But I got some plans for things, and I'm pretty stoked about it. I know I mentioned last time that I'm going to be getting the new PC, and I'm gonna set up the drawing tablet off to the side, and I want to make like a little sliding thing for my webcam. And I think I figured out how to build that. Like, I know I was mentioning how I want to build it before, but I think I've got a plan in my head now, so I gotta do that. I'm gonna be pretty stoked when I do that. But this new PC, I literally got messaged after stream and was like, oh my god, bro. So my homie that is sending me the PC has some big news, and I'm pretty stoked for it. I think it'll be a good time. But I'm gonna wait till a few more people show up so I can start discussing some of the more important things. And for those that hop in right away and like to lurk, I think it will be a good plan to be like, just hang out, us shoot the shit. I'll just talk about random things until chat picks up a little bit more. You guys know how it goes. Not everyone can get here immediately. And I did start a few minutes after 7, even though I said I'd start at 7. I needed to poop. I'm sorry. Okay, it happens. Literal shit happens. And if you end up hearing some background noise, my parents have a couple of their friends over, and since I'm in the basement and they're upstairs, you may occasionally hear like footsteps above me, or like the dog barking, or just them being loud, because, you know, they're people. People make noise. Unfortunately, people make noise. But, well, not a problem. I can see the bananas playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, though. That looks kind of neat. Keeps popping up in my bottom corner, so maybe he's not actually playing it, just having trouble starting it up. But, yeah, it keeps popping up. But, yeah, there's quite a few things I want to work on, and I think I can make it look pretty cool. I've got an idea for an overlay kind of setup thing, but I really want to learn how to do like some good animation. And I don't mean like the basic animation I know how to do. I mean like, well, I guess it would be fairly basic thinking about it, but like I want to make like glitch animation stuff, because, you know, glitch mouse, I think it'd be neat. And why not, right? I'm also going to see if there's a way to completely change my model like, I think in Unity, right? Like, I'm not amazing at Unity, and I only know very basics about it. But you can change things using blend shapes. So maybe I can just have one model, right? Like one 3D model. And if I mess around in Unity a bit, I might be able to make it so the entirety of the, like, outfit and skin and all that changes. Because, I mean, if you can do it for VR chat models, why can't you do it for, you know, streaming? Like, you know, VC face. I mean, in theory, it should work. I'll just need to, like, set little hotkeys and stuff, so...
Thanks for the follow, Kohai.
Chronically Geeky, hello, thank you for the follow, I do appreciate it. I'm just talking about random stuff at the moment until I can discuss a mildly important thing that I'm pretty stoked about. So, yeah. But hopefully you're having a great day. Thank you for the follow, I do appreciate it. But what I'm thinking with, like, the VTuber model is, like, yeah, this is a Vroid, right? But, like, you can take a Vroid and make it look really good if you use it as a base. So I've been looking into, like, some Unity stuff. I've been looking into some Blender stuff. And I think with this drawing tablet that I've got, like the 𝐶𝐚𝐭, I don't want to call it a knockoff because a lot of people seem to really like the brand. It's XP Pen. So it's a screen like a 𝐶𝐚𝐭, like a Wacom 𝐶𝐚𝐭. So I feel like once I've got that set up, I should be able to learn how to do digital art a lot better instead of only using like a mouse and keyboard type thing and, you know, doing my editing that way and my graphic design stuff that way, because I can actually get into doing art, not just, you know, messing around. Good vibes, good vibes. Yeah, good vibes. So I think in theory, in Unity, I can make it so that maybe like the entirety of the skin can change, and since I know I can turn on and off assets by using blend shapes, I can, again, in theory, using one model, I can change from like the anthro that I am right now. Obviously I want to make better ears. Like this was like my first attempt at ever making ears, but I might just try and find someone that can make ears, or I'll just learn how to make it in Blender instead. But you know, make it so I've got like the human version, the demon version, the anthro version, and I eventually really want to make like a really creepy demon form, because I think that'd be kind of neat. You know, I want to make stuff where like the designs on the face change. I want to have like a different, like bunch of different styles of the model, right? Because like for example, like a few other creators that are relatively, well, comparative to me, incredibly big, but you know, like relatively large creators, they've got so many different designs, but they're still them, if that makes sense. Like if you look at, say, like Snuffy, right? She's got like face designs, but like they change up depending on what model she's using. So I was like, why don't I try and do something like that? I mean, I like my dots on my eye. Don't worry, I like that. I like my little cheek things, and you know, I had that. Originally, they were supposed to be little whisker lines, like my old design. But the person that made my ref sheet was like, "Hey, I don't like that. I want to do this instead." And I was like, "All right, well, you're the artist, I guess. You know better, right?" So, yeah, believe it or not, even my cheek designs are wrong. Hell, on my ref sheet, it's wrong for like the eyes. They're supposed to be 6 dots and she only put 5. So I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you literally made the design. Like, well, I mean, I made the design, but like, they changed up the design a whole bunch. So there's a lot of things I want to work on. And I feel like once I've got this drawing tablet actually set up, I'll be able to do a hell of a lot more. You know, like I'll be able to learn how to do things a lot. I can work on things better, and I can make a pretty cool look. Obviously, it's going to take time, right? But I feel like my experience from when I used to do like traditional art might translate over, because at the very least I know like composition, I know shading, I know all this different stuff. It's just gonna be learning how to apply that to digital media. And I did have a shitty Wacom bamboo that my ex gave me years ago, but it's from like 2006, so it's not really the best. But like I have a bit of experience using a drawing tablet, but I feel like drawing right on the screen will be a lot easier than using a tablet in front of me and looking up at a screen. Like I could just actually look at and draw on the screen, you know? Personally, I think that's best. Are you banned from chat? I think you were timed out. Either that or you said something inappropriate. I mean, Not a hard thing to figure out if you're being disrespectful or something. I don't know. If my mods decided to give you the bop. Hell, it's possible even I gave you the bop and I just don't remember. Because I have something called semi-permanent memory. If I don't think something's important, I will not remember it. People that I kick out of my chat, not important people, so I just kick them out. So if it was me, I don't remember. If it was my mods, they probably had a reason. So it is what it is. If you got in trouble, then you got in trouble. I don't know. But if you were banned and you just admitted to, you know, ban evading, that's just an easy way to get bopped again. Just saying. But it is what it is. You need my help? Sorry, I don't give out my help. My help costs money. Man. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for like the new model is I want to learn how to, like, as I said, my goal for this year is to get really good at making 3D models, and I think having the drawing tablet will help with learning how to do texturing and shit. So if I can learn how to do Unity really well and have stuff like swapping in and out, I feel like just using blend shapes I should be able to do that, but I'll need to learn it. So I want to talk to a bunch of my friends that make VR chat avatars and see if they can lend a hand, because I mean they're messing around in Unity anyways. I want to learn how to make like good models, so if I learn how to make custom models in Blender, then maybe what is the name of that sculpting program? It's something Sculpt. It's gonna bother me if I don't remember, but I don't know. It's a digital sculpting program that like video game designers use, and I feel like that would be an interesting program to get, but it's so expensive and I don't like spending money. If I don't have to spend money, I'm not going to spend money. And I know you can make like awesome things in Blender. I know you can make fairly decent things in VRoid as well. Oh yeah, probably that's what it was. Still disrespectful. So yeah, that probably got you in trouble with one of the mods. Or maybe I just said it and did it. I don't fucking know. Again, semi-permanent memory, not important to me. But yeah, if you get in trouble, you get in trouble. Shouldn't ban evade. Yeah, so I feel like if I learn how to do all that in VC face stuffs, it'll be great. And with the new PC, I'll have the 2070 Super in it, so it'll be much better than the 970 I'm running right now. And I'll be able to do a hell of a lot more. Like, the main reason I don't have that, like, what is it called? I think it's literally called tits. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, Twitch interactive throwable stuff or something like that. Throwable shapes? I don't know. But it's stuff that like hits your model and your head just kind of bang, bang, bang. I want to learn how to do that. Well, actually, I know how to do that. I just can't run that on this PC because it will literally die. It has a hard enough time just streaming, so I feel like with the new one, I'll be great because, you know what? I might as well talk about it. Okay then. Anyway, I got a $20 Steam gift card, and I added some stuff in the card. It came out as $20.96. Okay, congratulations. So my buddy that is building me the PC, right? Because he was like, hey man, I want to build a PC. You still need a PC, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I will send you a PC.
Oh my. Hello. Can't stay but wanted to say hi quick.
Aki, 37 months. My goodness gracious. Hello, my friend. Thank you. I love you, brother. You can't stay, but you want to say hi. That's all right. You work tonight, don't you? Is that why? Because you're working? Because wait. I don't know if. Oh, do I have plans this weekend? Oh, I feel like I have plans this weekend, but I don't remember. Okay, self-start. You're about to get bopped again. Congrats. No need to be a fucking prick. See, that right there, exactly what you don't do in a chat. You are disrespectful as fuck. So, let's get this little runt out of here. You're not welcome in my virtual vermin. We don't need bullshit like that. Not in my community. user in timeout. And then we hide user on this channel. Yep. Alright, that's what you get for being a prick. Fuck off. Okay, so, no, not work, just have a massive headache. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Well, I'm about to talk about the PC I'm getting, if you wanna stick around just to hear that. So, my buddy, he was like, hey, I want to build a computer. And I was like, okay. He's like, you still need a computer, right? And I was like, yeah. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna build you a computer. I was like, oh, okay. Like, cause he knows I'm a broke bitch. This is the same friend that has sent me a shit ton of parts. He has sent me full VR, you know, 𝐁𝐿, hello, how are you? So he's just like, hey man, like you're my buddy. I want to send you stuff so then you can actually experience it all. And I was like, awesome. Like, I love you. I appreciate you. And he knows that I don't have the funds for things, right? Like I have made $15 out of the 450 I need, you know, like for my bills and those cords for the drawing tablet. But you know what I mean? So he was trying to keep it a secret from me. The only thing I knew that was going to be in the computer was the 2070 Super that he originally just wanted to send me. But then he's like, I'm gonna build you a computer. And I was like, all right. I appreciate you. I love you. So yeah, Wednesday after stream, he messages me. And he goes, hey man, I gotta tell you what's in this PC. I've been keeping it secret, but I just can't hold it anymore. Plus, there's something I need to tell you about the PC. Don't worry. It's still gonna be sent to you. Time frame is still the same, but things are gonna be a little bit different. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't know what's going on, but okay. Maybe I'm gonna have to try and figure out money or something, right? He goes, I feel like saving $600. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. Thinking in my head, oh, this isn't going to be grand. And he goes, so I'm going to tell you what's in the PC first. I was like, all right. So he's like, all right, it's got an R7 3700X in it. And I was like, okay. And he goes, it's got the 2070 Super. I was like, okay. He's like, it's got this, right? It's got 32 gigs of RAM, right? 216 stick, or 16 gig sticks. It's got 6 terabytes of storage. I was like, okay. He's like, it's got an AIO cooler. It's got a bunch of fans. It's got full LEDs. It's got 2 USB hubs in it. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm loving this. He's like, full tower. I was like, oh my God, I love this. And homie then goes, I'm not going to be sending it to you. And I was like, oh, okay. So why did you tell me? And he goes, I'm gonna be sending it to our friend Frosted Fricks and he's gonna drive up. And I was like, hey, yo, because then he's still keeping it in America, so there isn't like the tariffs on electronics. And then Frosted Fricks is gonna come visit me and I get to hang out with him. And I was like, hey, yo. So I understand him now saving money, and we get to hang out with Frosted Fricks. I get the new PC. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time. All right, I got a wee guest singing chat. I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you are doing well. By the way, you know me in person, it's just been years. Small brain, pretty sure I know you as well. Huh? Do you? Don't want to say names on here, but we all went to high school together, if you are who I think. Well, in high school I went by Josh, but now I go by Curtis. And I was the kid that wore chains and had dyed hair. Had a chain that went from my lip to my ear. So, if that helps at all. I don't mind my name being out there, because I've said it on stream enough times. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 up for sale. 𝐂𝐂𝐡𝐚, you know what I found out? Or not found out, but I am dumb. Up there, how I was talking about how I have to do math because you guys were doing all those subs, and for some reason you decided to do 1 bit at a time, motherfuckers, right? So, that's next month's payout. I still gotta come up with, you know, the 450 for this month, so that's gonna be fun. I gotta figure that out somehow. I have 8 days. But 𝐂𝐡𝐚, if I had the money, you know I'd buy you. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that actually, because I'm identifiably white. Oh well, I know you. It's awesome, kid. I'm not positive on it. Megan, is this? I know like 4 Megans from high school. Is this the one that dated my brother? Also, Aki is he's the Karate Kid that I hung out with all the time. What I thought it was going to be this month. I didn't realize the fact that, you know, I'm stupid. So when you get stuff in January, you actually get the money on the 15th of February, right? So everything from December, but, you know, 2 days ago was still January. So that means that that's February's payout. So, yeah, Jason. Ah, see? Yeah, look, we're giving out names. My God, but yes. Yeah. That is you. Have you been? Wait, what? How did you not? Wait, did you just, like, accidentally find me? Is that what it is? Hold up. No, wait. No way. There's no way that you were like, just, I'm gonna go and find some weird-ass VTubers, and then you found me, and then just recognized me by voice. Found me on Insta. Also, I do find it kind of humorous that that's the way that I identified which one you are. Considering that there is another way for me to explain it, but I don't think that anyone wants to know that. Hopefully you've been well though. Like, I mean, you should message me, you know? I have no friends but Aki in real life, so I mean, I don't mind hanging out with people. And if you still live in relatively the same area that I last knew, I actually live over there. So, but I don't say what city I live in on stream because I don't want stalkers again. I've dealt with that in the past. Been living, you know, surviving. Fair. Also, Genki, don't you libra me. Don't you do that. How dare. Been on Twitch lately, but been trying to reach out to more friends. Well, fucking hit me up. Do it up. I think you have me on Facebook still. If not, message me on Instagram. I'm just, but like, did you exit? Don't dox yourself? Yeah, exactly. Don't say that we live at blank, 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 you know, like. Oh God, hold on. Do I have it? Yeah, be like, yeah, I live at, I'm out over on, you know. Yeah, over on, street. But yeah, it's gonna be super cool getting that new PC though and having the drawing set up and then learning how to, you know, do better texturing for like 3D models and stuff. Hey, Gecky doing the laugh. But yeah, so Geck, that's, I don't gotta do math. Haha, I gotta do math next month. So that's a problem for future trash. You know, totally get that. Yeah, Aki out here living that full-time worker life. I'm out here living that I'm a VTuber and a disappointment to my parents' life. Hell yeah. Yeah, should I just call you Injuring or should I call you Elf? Like, what is smarter? Like, what would you prefer? Or should I call you Ai? You know, like, I say do it now than later. Well, I don't know how much I'm gonna make next month. Elf is good? Okay, Elf. Do you still play Fortnite, Elf? I heard that from my brother. I'm gonna lay down and die for a bit. LMAO. Have a good stream, sir. I love you, homie. Have a good one. We gotta hang out soon. Also, I went to go hang out in the woods near your place recently. The woods are flooded. The water is 8 feet higher than it should be. So I couldn't get to my spot. So, come spring, you and me, we gotta go chill in the woods, homie. Go hang out in my spot. I play more than Fortnite now, but yes. Oh, man. But yeah, I can't do the math right now because I don't know how much I'll have next month. You know? But yeah, I gotta come up with that for bills and those cords. And again, that's USD, not CAD up there. Yo, it's the boy. What's up, BB? It is the boy. He's been live for 25 minutes. Where you been? Mr. I'm a lurker, except for in chat, Trash's chat, where I actually talk and I'm not a lurker. Showered. Fair enough. I'm not gonna lie, I started streaming a little bit late because I was like, I gotta use the washroom. So I did. But yeah, I'm honestly super stoked for that new PC. And then I want to learn how to do a bunch of stuff with like blend shapes for my model. So I want to do a bunch of custom things. So clean as fuck now, smelling like rises, homie. Like rises? You mean roses? Get in here giving love. Not even using our love emote. What a bitch. Yes, roses. Yeah, sorry, I was drinking my energy drink. That's why I didn't make weird funny faces. Oh man, I gotta get me a leap motion as well so I can do hand tracking. But I'm not sure if, hey man, diversity. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm unsure if I even want to do hand tracking just because, well, that's one more thing to get. But also, I want to start doing like VR stuff once I get the new computer. So I'll be making my models and toss them in the VR chat anyways. So unless it's like playing a game, I won't really be using my VTuber model. I'd be using, well, I guess it would be the same model, but you know, I'd be in VR chat for just chatting. Because then I can like move around, I can stand up, stretch, occasionally break my back, you know. It's a nerd, Dante. We would have to be smart to be nerds. Come on. Everyone here is nerd. No, we're too stupid. Half of us are barely even gamers. I really need to get back into gaming. Like, a part of my heart just knows that maybe my mental health will do better if I play video games. But I just don't. BB 54% cute today. Dante's a 1 out of 10 gamer. A 1 out of 10 gamer.
Always this pathetic.
God damn it, bro. BB a 3 out of 10 gamer. My God. I just stopped playing Cyberpunk. I can't play that fucking garbage heap of a game. Like, it's still so buggy and so glitchy that, like, I tried playing it, like, I think it was a month or two ago, and I was like, this is shit. This is shit. So 81% cute today, Dante. Okay, I'll give you that at the very least. I'll give you that. No, I was gonna play Genshin. Now I'm scared with that score. Oh God. At the very least, it's just Genshin. Just started High on Life. It's interesting. Yeah, it looks like a fun game. I don't really know if it's something I would play. I might, but I don't know. On console, there are not much bugs. Well, I don't have the consoles to play it on, homie. Geki 46% cute and a 4 out of 10 gamer. All right, how cute am I? I'm gonna get like 2%. 44. Oh God, how much of a gamer am I? 8 out of 10 gamer. Maybe this is the day for gaming. Maybe it is. Geki, do you want me to carry you in some Halo? We could play some Halo. You're a 4 out of 10. I'm an 8 out of 10. We got this. Oh man, I got this weird email recently. Got the highest cute. Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, Dante. Tired as fuck, man. Geki, you're always tired. Just, it's because you don't sleep. You're like me. You're just like, what, sleep? I don't need that shit. But, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I got this weird ass email. I'm surprisingly not tired. Like, I'm always exhausted, but I'm not tired. I got this email, and it was like, the superest, longest, most stupidest email ever. And it's like, I have hacked your device and I know what you go on dirty websites. So if you don't give me this much money in whatever, then I'm going to post it to your social media and give it to all of your family, blah, 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 blah. And this is a fair trade. Don't get mad at me. I'm just doing, like, this is my job, you know, like, everyone has their own way to make money and this is mine, blah, blah. And I'm sitting here like, my whole family, including my grandparents, knows that I used to work in porn. I don't think they'll care what my search history is. Also, that's not how that works. Like, huh? No one needs sleep. Oh, fair enough. Can we call Geki Sleep Man? I have pre-workout to hold me over. Fair enough. Pre-workout and energy drink. Speaking of, I went and got some energy drinks and they were out of mine and I was so sad. I was like, man, this sucks. Big sad. They didn't even have a single can. Mind you, they're probably not used to someone coming in and buying cases of it, which is, you know, me. But they better get used to it. So I was like, shit. And I glanced over and I was like, well, Monsters. Okay, so I bought a case of Monster. And like, with how cheap it is, it's like, bro, what the hell? Like, of course I'm going to buy energy drinks here. Like, yeah, it's a bit out of the way, but like, it's much cheaper. So, energy, I need some. If I could give you a Monster, I would. I have them next to me. But yeah. Oh well, oh well. Also, I can't wait for like spring to actually come again. Like, I understand that there's like no snow where I live right now, but hey yo, Elf, thank you for the 50 bitty boys. Don't give too many rolls. 𝐂𝐸 will just sit there and be like sub badge again, and he'll aim for the 1,000. All right, he already did the 500. So I just go to the dollar store and get energy drinks. That's where I used to buy them. Yeah, I have that one that sounds like an explosive. Oh, you have C4, the energy drink. That one's good. I don't mind that one. Sub badge. Shut up, 𝐂𝐸. Your sub badge doesn't help me pay rent this month. It helps me pay rent next month. Of course, of course. I have a few things to do around the house, but I have you up for now. Oh, ho, ho. Wait, what is that emote? Why orgasm? Oh no, oh no. Don't make me feel like I'm important. Come on. I'm already like 30% chopped up now. Thanks. I didn't need that. BB, were you here on Wednesday? Because if you were here on Wednesday, you know why he said sub badge. Look next to 𝐂𝐸's name. 500 gifted subs to the channel. Have you tried to Rip It energy drink trash? I have not had Rip It. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if it's in Canada. I know that we're getting a lot more energy drinks now that they got rid of the that law that was like anything over 300 milligrams of caffeine is illegal in Canada. It was like, bro, what is just, if I want to die, let me die fast. All right, literally. It was there. It was a great stream. It was a fun stream. It was fun. I don't think I'll need to worry too much about money next month, but this month, your boy's stressing. But it's all good. Some good chaos that stream. There was a lot going on that stream.
Thanks for dropping.
𝐂𝐸, not again. No. No. Don't do it. You're gonna break my alert box again. Come on, man. Well, don't worry, chat. Because of Restream chat, that doesn't pop up over here. So I'll still be able to read what you're saying. But I see you, 𝐂𝐸. What is this, a corgi? Yep, Corgo 1. God damn it. God damn it, 𝐂𝐸. Why are you like this? Why? I swear to God, if you guys end up starting a hype train by doing 1 bit at a time, I'm gonna be like, bro, why? Why are you like this? It doesn't help me pay bills this month. That's only next month. I do appreciate it, don't worry. But like, god damn it. 10 bitty boys. Okay, at least he stopped at 10. Instead of doing, what was it, 300 on Wednesday? I think it was like 300 or something that you did. You and Banana each. It was like 200 or 300. I don't know. But 1 at a time. That's a lot of clicking, bro. So trash. Rip It got 160 milligrams of caffeine, so it's a baby energy drink. Oh, that's like just the normal ones here then, yeah. Mind you, the ones that I normally get are 180, but we just didn't have a lot of American brand ones. Now we've got like Bang, we've got Ghost, we've got, well, G Fuel I don't really count as an energy drink. Like it is, but it's canned G Fuel. I don't like G Fuel to begin with. You do not want to try NOS. You do not. NOS is absolute garbage. It is the energy drink for people that like are like 11 years old and think they want an energy drink. It literally tastes like piss. You want to bang? 𝐂𝐸, I'll bang. I mean, what? Fight me, caffeine. But no, NOS tastes like shit. It doesn't get you any energy, and it's just the only aesthetically pleasing part is the fact that it looks like it belongs in a car. That's all. Like, other than that, it's just not good. Like, NOS literally tastes like piss. Which caffeine did something for me. Well, maybe you have ADHD and it works like Ritalin for you. That's why I drink so much, apparently. I apparently have all the symptoms of ADHD. I'm not diagnosed, but I have all the symptoms of having ADHD. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, neat, I suppose. Whatever. And then, like, I realized that if I go a few days without drinking energy drinks, I can't focus on anything. And my brain goes into, like, a depressive state. And I'm like, oh. I need caffeine. Yeah, it keeps me from being depressed and apparently helps me with work. So, yeah, that's a thing. Man, only go 160 milligrams? Nah. 160 is garbo. That does nothing. Like, I normally drink 180. Mind you, what am I drinking right now? I'm drinking an original Monster. How much is in these here? Yes, high caffeine content. Congrats. Tell me what the number is. I'm trying to read it, but because of my lighting, I can barely see it. Trying to find it. A 166 milligrams per regular Monster. So I drink mostly water and have a soda every now and then. I drink a lot of water too. Like, I haven't ate today, but by God, have I drank water? You know, like, that's just kind of how I sustain myself at this point. I drink caffeine, I drink water. And occasionally I'll have like chips or something. But yeah, yesterday I had some chips, I had a few cookies, and I think I had a little bit of soup. And that was all I ate yesterday. And then today I haven't ate at all, so that's just how it goes for me. You guys know how trash be. He forgets to eat, or he just doesn't have the money to eat, so he doesn't. Drink over here called Celsius, got 200 milligrams of natural caffeine. I mean, I'm almost certain all caffeine is technically natural caffeine. Like, it's caffeine. It comes from the earth. Everything is natural. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. I know that, what's it called? There's an energy drink that, like, its whole branding is everything is all natural. And I'm like, okay. Your point? Do I care? But then I'm also like, you know what? Save the planet. Why the hell not? You know what I mean? Alright, sorry, I'm just fixing a few things that are on screen. My cool levels are natural. Well, BB, let's not say everything's natural. You had to work hard at that. And hopefully you continue to work at it. I mean, what? I don't like this lazy eye thing that my tracking does. That is going to be one of the first things I fix when I get the new PC. Is like setting up my lighting perfectly so that it tracks my face correctly. And I think I might use my other webcam. Because I think it has to do with like the fucking Logitech C920. Just being, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of a shit webcam. So it works, but it's just kind of a shit webcam. I might swap to my other one. The only thing that the C920 really has over it is the Logitech program. And it gives you a lot more control, but like, I don't really use the program that much, and then like remembering to need to like turn it on in order to get the color settings that way you want, just not worth it. So I just leave it as is. Heard of an energy drink called Redline? I have heard of Redline. It's kind of it's not for me. Nah, I'm fibbing. I'm not cool. BB, you're cool to me, but it doesn't take much to be cool for me. Come on, man. I mean, kind of facts. But like, BB's like, oh yeah. And then he goes, oh, immediately took away the thunder. All right. Oh boy. But yeah, so I'm pretty stoked for the ideas I have for like models for this year. Like, I really want to get good at making 3D models. From Google, it said it got the most caffeine. The amount of caffeine doesn't matter for me. It's usually the flavor. But like sometimes it's just, yep, give me caffeine. You know, like if I need an energy drink, I'll even drink a Red Bull, and Red Bull tastes like ass. So the only time that I used to willingly drink Red Bull was when it was given to me for free because the job I had. So like I used to work at Spencer's Gifts. I know a lot of you know what Spencer's is, right? And in our mall, there was this like the Red Bull company would come to our mall, and they had these like 5 girls, and they were called the Red Bull Girls, and like they showed up in a Red Bull truck, right? Like all logo was all over it and everything, and they would give out free Red Bull to people, right? Then it's like, hey, do you like Red Bull? And they're like, yeah. Or it's like, no, I've never tried. And it's like, all right, try it. And then they come to our store and they just shoot the shit with us and give us a couple cases just to hang out with us for a bit. And I was like, all right, cool. So we just always had Red Bull in our back fridge. So can't complain about that. Can't complain about that. Steam froze a bit. Yeah, I mean, Steam freezes it. Stream freezes a bit. It happens. Don't worry about it. We're still here. We're still live. Just change the quality settings for it then. So it's like not 1080p, but like 720 or something. Or just change it from auto to 1080 and it'll just make it sync up again. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, that's the other time that I would willingly drink Red Bull. Because then I didn't need to buy energy drinks when I worked there. So, it was a good time. But usually my breakfast back then, if they made me work a morning shift, the Dollarama, right? I don't know if you guys have that in America, but it's just a dollar store. Opened up a half hour before everything else in the mall. Well, and the Tim Hortons did. But we would go in there, it's just so people could like buy stuff for the day, like snacks and shit, so they had it for their shifts. So everywhere else opened at like, I think it was like 9, and they were open at like 8:30. So, and a lot of us just got there at like 8, so we would just like hang out for a while, like people from different stores and shit. We just all hang out in like the cafeteria area. What is that, food court? Yeah, food court of the mall. And then like, you know, everyone would have like Timmy's and stuff, because Timmy's opened up way earlier than everyone else. And like well before the mall was even open. So we would go to, you know, the dollar store, and I'd get myself a bag of Doritos and an energy drink. And that was how I had breakfast most days that I worked mornings. But then if I knew that there was going to be Red Bull in the fridge, because the Red Bull girls sometimes wouldn't show up for like a month or two, right? But like, you know, for like a couple weeks, there would be like energy drinks. So, you know, I would be like, all right, I got to go get me a Rockstar. You know, like that's what I would do. Still want to try Gamer Subs, but $30, fuck man. Oh, Gamer Subs is fucking amazing. I love Gamer Subs. I highly encourage getting the Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000. It literally tastes like Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Like, Banana was not lying when he told me that, and it is so good. I really want to try the Emotional Damage one, but I don't, again, I don't have money to spend on things. So energy drinks that I can get immediately, smarter bet in my opinion. But if I can manage to raise that money up there, I can get my rent paid, my phone bill paid, help with like hydro, internet, all that. And then I can also grab those cords that I need for the drawing tablet. And then we can start doing drawing streams. Yeah. So the sooner I raise that money, the better it'll be for me. I'll be able to sustain myself. I'll be able to live. And if I make more than what's up there, I can even buy food. Because I'm hungry. My stomach was like, wow, wow, wow. Before I started streaming, I was like, oh, well, that's probably not good. Time to drink some water. And that's what I did. But, you know, living my life the best way I can by not dying. That's the best I can. Heard you can mix 2 sodas. I forgot. When you mix it tastes like Baja Blast. Fair enough. Have you guys ever tried that Mountain Dew Hot Cheeto? I'm not gonna lie to you, it's literally just Orange Crush. Like, it's Orange Crush with the aftertaste of Mountain Dew. That's all it is. I'm not gonna say it's bad because I like Orange Crush, but like it literally is just Orange Crush with like the Mountain Dew aftertaste, like that little at the end, you know, it's a little bit of a Mountain Dew and something else. Yeah, probably. I mean, it would make sense that Mountain Dew and something else would taste like a Mountain Dew flavor. God, it looks disappointing. Wait, what? What looks disappointing? Well, now I'm concerned. What looks disappointing? Y'all out here got me concerned about disappointment. Because I'll have you know I'm the family disappointment. I know how this works. Bitch. Alright. The hot Cheetos drink, you said. It honestly, okay, so I don't like Cheetos. I just can't eat them. They make me feel sick. But I wanted to try it because I was like, Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot Cheeto flavor, fuck it, why not? It's an experience. And I was like, this is literally just Orange Crush with a Mountain Dew aftertaste. Not that I'm gonna complain because I like Mountain Dew and I like Orange Crush, so it worked out. I'm just not gonna spend extra to have an Orange Crush, especially when it's like pretty much right next to the energy drinks, because the fancy sodas are like next to the energy drinks in the store near me. So I was like, all right, I'll just go over there and I'll try it. Why not? This is back when I was working in construction. I had a shit ton of money, so I was just like, I can afford to buy stupid shit. Why not? So I did. And now I'm like, bitch, I'm broke. Help! Pay my bills. I need a sugar daddy. You know. One day a man can dream that he gets a sugar daddy. I mean, it also occurred to me that I haven't been doing well physically and mentally, but I still have like a photo shoot that I'm supposed to deliver on that has like a video part to it, for adult content, and I should probably finish that. Probably should. That way I can, you know, make some money off of that. Because they're like, hey, once I've got more money coming in, then I'm willing to do like this commission work every week. And I was like, okay. I could sell pictures of myself for money. You know. I also really need to like take shots in VR chat, but I haven't done that in a little while. So maybe I will soon. Maybe. Oh, I gotta crack my neck. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a good crack. Oh. Felt that one in my jaw. Hold on, did my tail come all the way up? Yeah, you can see it off to the side. Because normally my head doesn't like tilt too far, so you just see it swish up occasionally. Oh, I lost my tracking. Why is my ear doing that? My ear's not supposed to have any weight to it at all. Did you guys see that? Yeah, the inside of my ear has weight to it. It's not supposed to. That's silly. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix a lot with my model. I need to figure out some things. And there was a friend that I had that had like really awesome mouse ears. Hold on, I gotta cough one moment. And like she had really awesome mouse ears, but I haven't talked to her in a very long time, so, and I don't have any way of contacting her anymore, so, because there was a lot of shit that went down. So not my horses, not my stable, don't know what happened, don't care to learn. Not important to me because I wasn't a part of it, but they had some really awesome mouse ears that I wanted, and I think I'm gonna just learn how to make some in Blender. Well, I mean, technically I only need to make one ear. And then from that one ear, I can just mirror it and then make it an object. And toss it into Unity. Yeah, that could work. That's probably a smart way to do it. And then I could toss it on my model. But I don't know, I want to make like better hair as well. Just like, the hair is good, don't get me wrong. Like Vex did a really awesome job with this hair. But Vex was also learning how to use VRoid, and that was like an older version of VRoid as well. So I feel like it's able to be done even better now with like stuff, and apparently VRoid hair has a lot of issues. I'm like, it doesn't look bad to me, but again, I wanna oh, the thing I was talking about earlier, the sculpting program, it's ZBrush, that's what it's called. It just popped in my head. I want to learn how to make like really good hair and stuff, so I'm gonna try and talk to a few of my friends that do VR chat models and any of the ones that make custom models and stuff, and I want to learn how they make stuff, because if they make it all in Blender, then I'll be like, all right, fuck it, that's what I gotta learn. So I want to use VRoid as a base to learn from shit, and then I'd move on from there. Because I know that Lena Lazar, I think that's how it's pronounced, she made hers in VRoid and then went into ZBrush and then used Unity, and I think they also use like Photoshop or something to do like textures and whatnot. But yeah, I feel like using the same process probably will work, because like I don't really need to show off the hands much, unless it's in like VR chat, but even then, no big deal. just like resculpt the hands in Blender, or I just take different hands and put them on the model in Blender. But I don't, a lot of things I want to work on, a lot of things I got to learn, and all in the future. I'll do it all in the future, no problem. Has anyone had anything exciting happen since Wednesday when we were last hanging out? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't done a whole lot aside from watch Game of Thrones. I wanted to record a bunch of stuff yesterday, and I was like, I'm dead. And I was just like, okay, I'm not moving. I'm not doing shit today. So I just watched Game of Thrones all day. I am now on season 6. I just watched the first episode of season 6 a bit before stream. So this is like my 3rd or 4th time rewatching Game of Thrones. Yeah. I like Game of Thrones. I know that the later seasons are kind of shit. I also realized that the actor for Brandon Stark, you know, like Bran the Broken, he was a decent actor as a kid, and then like seasons like 4 or 5, and I can't say anything for 6 right now, but 4 and 5, because I don't remember what happened for a lot of it. But for 4 and 5, he's kind of a shit actor. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know his character is supposed to be kind of aloof, but like he just seems like a really shit actor right now. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. It just seems a little off, you know? Just the way that he acts was a little off. And then like realizing how many like actors get replaced. Like, did you guys know what the Mountain gets replaced like 4 times? Well, I think it's only 3 times. But like, there's like 3 different guys that play the Mountain. And then I'm not sure if it's still the same guy for when he, spoiler, becomes a zombie thing, you know? So I'm not sure if that's still the same actor or not. But like, Daario Naharis, he got changed, you know? Like the leader of the Second Sons, you know? He got changed. I mean, doesn't really matter too much, but he got changed. The Three-Eyed Raven changes. Brain gotta work. Now that I go to say it, I don't remember. That's kind of bothering me. Like, I don't feel like they should ever change prominent characters. Like, I understand those reasonings, right? But like, if you're gonna replace someone, make it like someone that's not overly noticeable that they're different. And if you do make someone overly noticeable different, like maybe pick an actor that's similar looking. Because like Daario Naharis went from like this like ginger guy with like medium long hair, no facial hair, very like baby faced kind of guy, right? Like a masculine baby face, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if that does, that probably doesn't make sense, but like you'd have to see it, you'd be like, okay, right? But then in season 5, he's much shorter. He has black hair, a full beard, right? The guy talks completely different. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this actor more, but like, he doesn't look at all the same. And like the Mountain, most of the time when you see him, he's wearing a helmet. And I understand back when Game of Thrones was coming out, like you didn't see him as often because it was just like you see him in 1 episode and then like a season later you see him in 1 episode, right? So it doesn't really matter that much. And usually like he wears a helmet or something, or like you could forget who he is because he's just kind of a guy that's there doing something. But like the first actor, really big aggressive guy. The second actor, just a tall guy but like with a scraggly beard kind of thing going on. And then like in the 5th season, you know, he's like a giant bodybuilder man. Don't get me wrong, that actor is actually a super nice guy apparently. I don't know, but he has his own vodka. That much I do know. But he's got like a short kept beard and like no hair at all, like short hair. And he's just like this big burly man, right? Like big bodybuilder dude. And it's like, if you actually look, none of these guys look the same, but they're all playing the same actor. And then from after that last one, you know, he's wearing a helmet at all times anyways, so it doesn't matter. But like, I think it's just kind of my brain picking things apart. Something that it shouldn't pick apart because I know how difficult it probably is to put on and like do. But like Stannis' daughter, okay, how she used to have grayscale or whatever and then doesn't because, you know, they did like the practice or whatever, or the surgery of some kind, and they got rid of it, but she has all the scarring. The scarring never looks the same. And I know that, like, it's obviously like a scaly kind of look to them. But it doesn't look the same. Ever. Like, sometimes they'll add in, like, there's like, it looks almost like a tear to her skin. And then other times they don't, and it's just like really big scales. And then other times it's really small ones. And I'm like, obviously you're not supposed to be paying attention to that, but like, I am. So to me, it's just kind of strange. It's like, there's a very large lack of consistency. But like, you don't notice it, especially when you're watching the show for like several years, and you only get a season like once every other year or something, whatever it was, right? But it's like, bro, what the shit? It also bothers me that the actors that play both Joffrey and Ramsay in real life are just total sweethearts, but they're playing these like super sadistic characters. Like, did you guys know that the actor for Joffrey, that was his only acting role pretty much? Like, after that, he was just kind of done with acting. Not because he disliked it or because people disliked him. It was just, he was like, I think that's it for me. I think that's it. And then he just went back to like college or something, right? And he's just a super nice guy. Like, I could be wrong now, but like what I remember from years ago is they were just nice guys. I remember there being a picture of the dude that plays Ramsay, and he's just like strolling through a field of flowers, skipping, you know. Mind you, I also know him from a TV show, like a British TV show called Misfits, where like a meteor comes down or something, and then a bunch of people get superpowers, and then he's like this very like timid to himself kind guy. So when I watched that, I was like, yo, that's Ramsay. I don't like this guy. And the person I was watching it with was like, no, don't worry, you'll like him. And I was like, no, I will forever hate him. And then I'm like, oh my God, this guy's actually like a really nice guy. Oh shit. And then I find out that the actor's a nice guy, and I'm like, holy shit. So actually, I think if Elf is still in chat, they're the one that showed me it. No, they aren't, but they've probably seen it. Probably. Seems like something right up their alley. It wasn't them that showed me it, now I'm thinking about it. But yeah, it was a pretty decent TV show. I like that I'm just going on tangents talking about like Game of Thrones and shit. Like, something that really bothers me about Game of Thrones is that they have things in Game of Thrones called wyverns that you don't see in the show, but like in the books, they talk about them. The wyvern. But like, the dragons that they actually have in the show look anatomically like wyverns. That's because they're like a hybrid of a wyvern and a fireworm. But like, the actual wyverns don't breathe fire and they're small. So it's like, bro, what? This bothers me. Because these are called dragons. And wyverns are a type of dragon, but they're just called dragons, and there's already a thing called a wyvern, even though anatomically they're not wyverns. But anatomically they are wyverns, but they aren't called wyverns. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? My brain. I will. So what should we do now? We're exactly an hour into stream. What should we do now? Do we have any suggestions, friendos? Any suggestions? I've gotten a bajillion notifications on the Fake book. That can go away. Wyvern. Yes, wyvern. I don't know. BB, do you have any topics of conversation you would like to have? Anything fun or exciting for us to talk about? And BB's gonna say here like, bitch, I am just here. I do not do things. Oh, another thing that I really want to get set up for when I get the new computer, because it'll be able to handle doing more. Like, there's some pretty advanced shit that I want to do on stream. I have it set up on here, but like every time I try it, it like breaks my computer. So we're gonna be doing like a lot of different things. Like there's this like reactive lighting thing I want to do for like when I'm gaming, because I'll be able to actually, I won't need to be a ping tuber. I could be, you know, a VTuber when I'm streaming games, and I could have it so that like the lighting of the game shines on my character. So I plan to try a food combo when I get everything for it. A food combo? We're gonna talk about food after I mention I haven't ate today? Well, what the fuck, baby? Anyways, what's this combo? But like I've got something like that. I've got like this blur effect thing that I want to do, because like I've kind of got it on this one right now, but like here, I'll show you. It doesn't do too well right now, but like it's like a mild blur effect, but like I can refine it a lot better if my GPU was better. But you know what, let's try it. Let's keep it on. Why not, right? Why not? But my brain got worky. So like that's another thing that I want to do. I used to have the move transition working. It doesn't anymore, so I have to fix that when I get the new computer, because I'll just be resetting up everything. And I'm gonna make it so that like it zooms in on my face with like hotkeys and things. PB&J with Doritos in it. Oh, that's good. I've done that enough times. Kat mentioned it, so now I gotta try it. Yeah, I know Kat was looking for weird food suggestions. I don't know what's up with that. God, why are we talking about food? I'm so hungry. God damn it. What I would do for food right now. Okay, topic of conversation, not food. Cannot be food. I do not want food. Well, I want food, but I do not want to talk about food because I will be getting hungrier and hungrier. Gonna try salsa verde flavor in it. I don't know what that is. Oh, salsa verde. Oh, is that the flavor of Dorito? Okay, okay. Because I've had PB&J with like sweet chili heat and like normal Dorito. Why are we talking about food? Stop it. Okay, got some good weather, huh? No, shut up, BB. I mean, honestly, yeah. Like I live in Canada and it's not completely covered in snow, so I'm not gonna bitch about it. Like, I am not a fan of snow. I'm not a fan of the cold either, but like, it's cool out. It's not cold out, so I'm not gonna bitch. You know, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. But yeah. There's gotta be something of topic that we aren't gonna be relating to food, because boy, too hungry for food. No, for food talk. Not too hungry for food. Or never, always need food. Always send boy food. Give boy food. Boy wants anything. I woke up today and I was like, why do I always crave Denny's when I cannot afford Denny's? I was looking into the new Dead Island 2, see if I'm gonna get it. There's a new Dead Island 2? Wait, what? I remember Dead Island 2 being kind of like a disappointment, wasn't it? Or was that called Riptide? Was that Dead Island Riptide? I don't know. I remember Dead Island, I played that on the Xbox 360 back when I was like a kid. And I was like, this is something. This is interesting. The trailer for it was fucking great. Not yet, it's coming out next month. Oh, am I thinking Riptide then? Maybe I'm thinking Riptide. I don't know. Gotta bug Gecky to play Dying Light again. I don't know, actually, do I still have that installed? I know I had to uninstall a bunch of stuff because my computer was dying. Yeah, I still got Dying Light installed. So, could do that. But I feel like when I get the new PC, I'll be doing a lot more chatting streams. I'll be doing, well, VR chatting. You know, because Dying Light is cool. It is cool. Gecky was carrying it all the way through. He was protecting my ass. What's it called? Yeah, I'll be doing like a lot of like VR chat streams as my chatting instead of like this. But maybe I'll do this. You know, it all depends on how I'm feeling. Because, you know, with this, I'll be able to have it so chat is able to throw stuff at me and whatnot, right? Because when I get that set up, I feel like I'm gonna trim away a lot of the fat though. Like, I'm gonna get rid of some like the channel points that no one really uses, right? Like, timing yourself out or timing someone else out very rarely ever gets used, right? So there's not really much of a point in it. You know, like, not anyone really uses the cat vibing. Like, it does get used, just not often, so maybe I'll get rid of that, because it's not really necessary, you know? No one has ever used the Ara, I don't think, unless it's only had, like, a few. Probably gonna get rid of the flex, because no one ever just flexes their points anymore. The waifu voice no one's used, so, you know, gonna get rid of that, because, like, there's no point, really, right? So, and, like, I'll probably get rid of the narrate some fanfiction, because, you know, no one's ever used that one. I don't really plan on using it. The make me say something I'll probably get rid of. Like, there's so much stuff that is on here that we just don't use. So I want to, like, cut back a lot of the things that I feel like aren't adding to the content. That way, number one, the channel points will look nicer. Like, there will be a lot less things, which sounds bad, but at the same time, it'll be more relevant things that you guys use, you know? And then I also want to, like, change a bunch of the stuff for, like, adding and removing some commands, because, like, a lot of the commands people don't use, right? Like, nobody uses, like, the hug command. I don't even know if I have the head pat command still set up. So, like, I'll just get rid of some of the stuff, right? Like, there's no point in having it if it's not going to be used. But, you know, like, the head pat command doesn't ever get used. The hug command never gets used. The dad joke command rarely ever gets used. So there's not really much of a point in having them, you know? So I just want to get rid of things that aren't necessary so I can focus on things that are actually going to add to the content that you guys will actually like, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. Well, what's up with the shading on my neck there? Why is that messed up? Huh. Didn't even know I was like that. A little bit messed up there. Gotta fix it. Unless that's like... Oh, that might be the hair. Yeah, that's probably the hair. Because it's the same color. So... It's probably the hair going through the head somehow. Oh, you know what? Chances are it's the bottom of the ears. Probably. I used it once. Fair enough, BB. Yeah, I feel like I'll get rid of a lot of the stuff that we don't use. And, like, I don't do IRL streams anymore. And, like, I wanted to, but honestly, fuck it. So. There you go, BB. So I'm probably going to get rid of all the channel point commands that are for IRL stuff. Because, like, they're never turned on. So what's the point in having them, you know? Like, I don't do IRL streams anymore. I've lost interest in doing IRL content that isn't for TikTok or the IRL YouTube channel, but I haven't done anything for that yet that aren't already things that are going up on TikTok. So, you know. Also, tonight we're supposed to be watching a movie. Are you guys still down to watch a movie tonight? I don't remember what movie it is, but I do know that it's a Marvel movie, obviously. Is it Iron Man 2? I think it's Iron Man 2. We watched Iron Man last, right? Because the last movie night that we did was before Christmas. Because, you know, holidays, I got busy, you guys got busy. We just haven't done another movie night since. So, I think it's Iron Man 2. Right? I don't know. Geki, BB, you guys are normally there. Is it Iron Man 2? I don't know. Fair enough. Oh man. Geki, what are you up to right now? Because my man's come in here and he just says, I don't know. He hasn't talked in like 20 minutes. He's like, bro, I'm playing Call of Duty. But, I don't know. I'm also thinking that maybe, like, I do like gaming with you guys. But, like, I feel like with my current computer, being a ping tuber just kind of takes away a lot of the fun for me. As dumb as that sounds, because I'm not focusing on being a VTuber, I'm focusing on the gaming. But I feel like the ping tuber part just kind of messes with it for me. That's when I watched with y'all was Captain Marvel. Oh. Wait, didn't you have a list of the order? Yeah, I did have a list of the order. I don't remember what the last one we watched was. Also, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I feel like I have plans tomorrow. I just don't remember what. I'm lying in bed right now. Geki's in here dying. That's what I remember was Iron Man. Then yeah, it's probably Iron Man 2. Because I don't remember watching Iron Man 2. So yeah, I guess tonight we'll watch Iron Man 2. Because I don't remember watching it recently. Slowly but surely, we will get through all of these movies. One day. I was looking for that one TikTok to make Baja Blast. My mans. I would have just Googled it. Like, that's probably the easier way to do it. Why look through TikTok? Like, soda mixture that tastes like Baja Blast. And then that's all I would look up. Make it nice and simple. But yeah, I can't wait to... Oh my god. Geki, you know what I just realized? If I play Halo Infinite on the new computer, it won't look like Legoland. Wow. Let's go. Yeah. You know, my main concern about getting the new computer, though, is a lot of my games that I have are from people's shared Steam libraries. And I'm gonna need to, like, ask them to share their Steam library with me again. Which I know is fine from, like, 𝐂𝐡𝐚, right? Because, you know, 𝐂𝐡𝐚 the boy. Like, I've known him since I was 4. But, quite a few of the other people, like, I don't really talk to a whole lot anymore. It's not that I don't talk to them, it's just, like, it would be kind of a dick move to be like, hey, I got a new computer, can you log in on my account again? Or can I log into your account again and set this PC as, you know, a family PC so I can use your Steam library? Because it just seems kind of a dick move. You know, haven't talked to you in forevers. Give me your games. But, well. So I lose out on some games. Big sad. Oh, people walking above my room again. That's like my main concern too with content creation is like I'm not in a great spot for it because like even though my room is sound dampened, like I'm still in a spot where everyone walks over top of, but there isn't really a better spot that isn't like the cold storage, and that is completely full. Like the entire cold storage is just full. But maybe come spring, I'll clean out the whole thing and then try and turn that into like a room that I can use for streaming. But I'll need to like block out the vent that's in there because it goes straight to the outdoors. So like we literally get snow in our cold storage, which I didn't know when I first moved in here, because I never go in the cold storage. And a bunch of my boxes that have my stuff are right by that little vent thing, but that vent thing is up on like a shelf, so I didn't see it because it was like, you know, the angle I was standing at. So a lot of my boxes got wet. A lot of my boxes have computer parts in them. I don't know if those all work because I haven't touched them in a couple years. I just realized that like about half a year ago when I was moving stuff in there, and I was like, oh, why are these boxes weak? Oh no. And then I looked up and I was like, no. So yeah, mind you, a lot of those computer parts didn't work anyways, but still not the point, you know. But I feel like if I were to like be able to turn that room into like an office area, because it's got all cement walls, the sound dampening would be great, right? And no one walks above that room because that's underneath our like sunroom, which is like a addition to the house, and like no one goes through there. Like we always walk through the back door just because we have a super long laneway and it goes to like the back of the house, so might as well park at the end of the laneway, not at the front of it, you know. So we're just going through the back door, so which is directly above my room. So if I were to turn that into like my office area, it's just then we got to figure out what to do with all that stuff that's in storage. A lot of my stuff I could probably either throw out or I can organize in there, but then there's all my brother's stuff from when he moved in. And then there's also the added problem that that room is still next to his bedroom and I don't want to bother him. Like in the middle of the night and stuff, you know. Plus if I set up like my office that far away from my bedroom, then like that's a long walk. Like a really long walk. But it would be like a smart thing to do, because then I could just take all like the foam out of this room and add that into the cold storage so that it's slightly insulated. And it won't be freezing in the winter, but it will also be sound dampened. So yeah, I'm going to take a nap. All right, Gecky, I love you, buddy. Thank you for all the biddy boys. Have a good one, man. Feel better, sleep well, do all the good stuff. Dream of big booty bitches, you know. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about that, like, turning that into my office might actually be a smart idea. Just because of how separate it is from everything else in the house. It would just take a lot of cleaning. And then I also have to figure out, like, storage for all that. Mind you, could just turn this room that I currently use into storage, but then I don't have a bedroom. But a lot of my stuff could probably either be tossed away or actually set up in the living room. But we need to fix up the living room because it had that flooding before Christmas. So the basement's still kind of fucked. So I don't know. Problems for another day. But I feel like if I were to do that, I could have like a fair-sized office, but like the ceiling is just as low as it is in here. So yeah. The only difference is instead of punching foam on the ceiling, I would be punching like I-beams, because there's like steel I-beams that hang in there, so that are exposed. No drywall for the ceiling or nothing. So I mean, technically the ceiling is a little bit higher because there isn't an actual ceiling, it's just the floor above it and I-beams. But punching a metal I-beam would probably hurt more than punching the foam padding that I have on my ceiling. So yeah. Mind you, it would be very useful for like hanging things. Be very useful for that. I'm sure I could, you know what, the more I'm talking about this, the more I'm willing to do it. Because I would have more play space, technically, for VR. Technically. I would just need to move a lot of things, but I can make it work. I totally could. And then, like, I've got, like, the shelves in there, so I could, like, set up things. Oh, man. This might actually be a good idea. I could figure it out. I could figure this out. Yeah. And I'm dying. And then we've also got like all of our home gym stuff that some of it got pushed into there. So we could reset up the home gym in like the living room area. Oh man, the more I'm thinking, the gooder it's getting. I need to measure out some stuff, and then I'd have to do like a lot of dusting. I'd need to do a lot of like cleaning, but I could make it work. I could make it work. And then if I put my foam up on all the walls, it'd be good. Yeah. Mind you, do I really need foam? Because if I saved up money, I could get a bunch of like moving blankets. And moving blankets work really good for sound dampening because they're like thick blankets. And they would also help with insulating the room a little bit. So, because I don't want to like change it from a cold storage, you know, and it would be easier to put up blankets than it would be to put in a shit ton of individual foam panels. So that might be smarter. It just wouldn't look as nice, but it'd be my area anyways, and I do VTubing, so what's it matter if it looks nice for you guys? I like it looking nice for me, that's all. Running LEDs in there would be pretty cool though, because it doesn't, like, it has like a single light bulb. So like running that would actually be kind of cool. And my PC would stay cool because it would be cold storage. So even in the summer, it would be cool. Unlike the rest of the house that has ventilation and whatnot, like the vent up there heats up my room, so. I'm liking this idea. I'm liking this idea. I'll need to talk with my parents, but I don't see them having a problem with it. Especially considering my dad and I want to turn the second level of our garage into a proper storage area. A lot of our storage could go up there. Oh. Well, we don't really want it to be storage. We kind of want it to be like an office kind of spot, but at the same time we don't, because who needs an office inside of a garage? You know, all you need is like a computer that you can look up shit on. So, I don't know, this spring we got like a lot of plans. Like this spring, we want to pretty much tear apart our garage because we have so much shit in it. My dad has been super depressed over it. Like, he'll never say he's depressed. He just says it makes my eye twitch, right, when he walks in. But like, he doesn't have a garage. He moved into, like, they picked this place because it has a garage, right? And I lived here over 3 years now. And for over those 3 years, he has not had access to a proper garage. It's pretty much like a topsy-turvy storage area with my brother's car in it. So come spring, we're going to be clearing that bitch out. We've been saying that for the past 2 springs. This spring, I'm making sure. We're going to tear that bitch apart. We're going to organize everything. We're going to get it all set up. I'm going to set up the sound system in there because we got like so many surround sound systems in our house that we just don't use, right? So we'll set that up in there. And then I'll hook it up to the computer I'm going to either build for him, or I've got a laptop that in theory should just be able to work, and I'll connect it to a monitor, the keyboard and mouse. And then we can use that, and he'll have, you know, like a little spot in there for shooting the shit pretty much. Just kind of, if he needs to look up a tutorial on something or like something on YouTube, he's like, how does this part work? Right? He'll have it in the garage so he doesn't need to come into the house and then use my mom's laptop or like go onto the Xbox and use YouTube. He'll just be able to do it in the garage, and then he can see exactly what he needs to do, look at what he's working on and go, okay, that matches up. So it make it a little bit easier. So we gotta, that's what I want to do this spring. Then we want to make an access to the second floor of the garage, and then put down a bunch of plywood, put up some, I don't know if he wants to insulate the roof because there's not much of a point, you know, it's a garage, you know, but maybe we'll insulate it because we got a shit ton of drywall we could put up there. So we could drywall up there. Yeah. And then have like an actual area up there, put in better lighting, because it's just got like a singular hanging light bulb in the, like, to be fair, it's like an attic space for a garage, so you don't really need much light up there. But yeah, in theory, we could probably take some of the storage shit that's here and put it out in that spot. I'm thinking I'm making plans, because if I take the cold storage here and turn it into an office, it'll be farther away from everybody. My audio would be better. I just need to get the moving blankets, so sound dampening would be good instead of it echoing. No one would hear me at nighttime when I'm yelling, except for my little brother whose room is adjacent to that wall, but if I end up doing that, he might want to switch bedrooms, but I don't know. Because I know he wanted this bedroom because it has 2 windows. The only reason I didn't want to swap the bedrooms is because I have all the foam up already, and I didn't feel like taking it all down, just put it all back up in a room that's almost the exact same size. But if I'm going to be making noise all the time, it'd be better that he's further away from it so he can actually sleep, because he works early mornings usually. So maybe. Plus then I get a closet. He doesn't have he has a closet in his room. So, I don't know. I'll have to talk to him about it. Problems for like actual spring though. Like, I'll run it past the parents and him, and I'm sure that they won't give a fuck. But, yeah. Because I want to actually, like, set up the living room with a bunch of my shit. Because, like, I live here. Like, as much as I am like, yeah, I don't want to live with my parents forever. At the same time, I kind of really like living with my parents again. Because, like, I've got a proper connection with them. And, you know, I help with rent and bills. And, you know, if they need something with the dog or something. Or if they need me to go out and do something, help them with whatever. You know, it's good to have an extra set of hands, and working from home doesn't really matter where I live. So, I don't have a partner that I want to go live with. So, I think living with my parents is just a good idea for me now. And it's mutually beneficial. So, I don't think they'll have an issue with that. But I haven't unpacked a lot of my stuff because I didn't want to repack it up if I go to move out. But I'm not really planning on moving out anymore. So maybe I can actually, like, move my things in after living here over 2 years. Like, I moved in here, like, October of 2020. So, actually, it was... Yeah, I think it was October. Yeah, October of 2020. So, now it's January 2023. So... Sorry, I'm finishing off an energy drink.
Delicious.
And now I grab another. Okay, let's open this bitch up. Oh, that's also going to be another problem that I have, though. Is if I end up turning the cold storage into my office area, I usually keep my energy drinks in that room. That room apparently gets too cold for cans and they explode. The landlord told us that because he had an entire case of beer explode in there. So he was like, shit. So I was like, oh, okay. Like before we moved in, obviously. So that would be a problem, but could make it work. I know there's also a fridge down there that I don't know if it works or not, but like it's not plugged in, but I can move it to the other side of the cold storage if I were to be cleaning up in there. So that might be a plan. I kind of like that plan because if I have my desk at the far end of the cold storage, that's literally the furthest point from anyone in the house except for my little brother's room, which is again adjacent to the entirety of it. So that in theory would work. Well, actually, I guess the other corner would be furthest, but there's a whole fucking storage shelf thing in there. But that's also where the vent to the outdoors is, and I want to keep my computer and stuff as far away from that vent as possible, even though I want to have it closed up in some way. So, which I don't think my parents would have an issue with, because all it does is let water into the house. So, could probably figure it out. Yeah. I've got plans now, guys. I got plans. I'll talk to them. I'll see what they want to do. I don't see them having an issue with it, because it would be me further away from everybody. So if I make noise at night, it'll be like cement walls as opposed to drywall. If I get those moving blankets, you know what? I'm gonna look up to see how expensive those blankets are. I might as well. All right, let's go to Amazon and see how much those are. Moving blanket. For a 35-pound, 80-inch by 72-inch blanket, it is $24.86 and $10 delivery. Or I could buy a 12-pack of 72 by 80 for 178 bucks. So I'm gonna bring up a calculator. Let's look this up. Let's do some quick maths, everybody. All right. So let's do, that would be pretty much 35 bucks. So 35 times 12 will be what? That would be $420. So obviously the better deal is the 12 pack for 178 with free delivery. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the much better option. Mind you, those are all like, they're bright blue. I don't really want bright blue, but there's these black ones, and that's $189. So $11 more, but free delivery as well. So that would probably be the better bet, because 72 inches is what? 72 inch in feet. That's 6 foot. And then 80 inch, I assume, is 7 feet. 6'8". Okay, so 6 foot by 6'8" blankets. 12 of them. Alright. So let's bring up our calculator again. So 12 times 6, 72 feet length. That would be more than enough for doing that whole room. So that would be a good investment at that time. That might be a good investment for the spring, if I can get the money for that. And that's not too bad. However, those ones are 55 pounds per dozen. So they're not quite as thick as this other one, but that would be fine. That would be, yeah, that'd be more than fine. because just to dampen the sound, because it's already going to be pretty decent, I think. Yeah. And I feel like having, instead of a bright fluorescent blue in there, it would be better to have like black, just because it would suit me a bit more. So instead of it being like, ow, my eyeballs when I walk in, it would be nice and dark. And then I can like run LEDs and stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this all out in my head. Because I'm almost certain that my desk will fit perfectly where I want it. Like, actually, it would have more than enough room where I want it. So I could probably put stuff next to it as well. Because, like, I did take about an inch, I think, off of either side of my desk. So. It also occurred to me that my desk apparently has gone down. I need to lift it back up. Good to know. I just checked with the foam that's at the side, because it was, like, pinched up against it. Now it's not. So. I guess the little chain inside my desk, because it's like a manual crank desk instead of like a press a button to adjust. It apparently has moved and gone down a little bit. Yeah, like under 200 bucks for that much coverage, pretty much like under 200 bucks for sound dampening, not bad at all. Plus I'll still have all the acoustic foam that I could put up for like on the ceiling, for like in between the I-beams and shit. So that might help. Or just put it like behind the computer screens, because nah, it wouldn't even matter, because I'm already going to be in a room that's mostly dampened because cement walls, and then having all that. Yeah, I wouldn't even need to put up all my foam. So I could probably just give it to a friend or something. But yeah. That looks like a good plan. That's a future plan. 200 bucks pretty much on, well, 189, but 200 bucks for sound dampening. It would also help with insulating the room pretty well. It's not a bad idea. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. And they're soft and durable, high quality fabric. So, not bad, not bad. Each furniture moving pad is packed in a reusable poly bag. Oh man, look at that. Heavy duty blankets. Each durable blanket weighs more than 4 pounds. Can be used to protect your furniture and other valuables while moving. It would be stuck to a wall. I'd probably just nail it right into the wall. Alright, so let's add this to a wish list. We'll call it a buying order. We'll put it in that one. Why not? That'll work. Now I have that on the wish list for future problems to deal with. I think that's a smart plan now. So I'll see what they think about it. They'll probably be completely alright with it because, you know, I'd be further away. Wouldn't be making as much noise, technically. And it would help, like, with all of my shit. Plus, I wanted to have my computer in a separate room from my actual PC. Or if that makes sense. My brain is not working. I wanted my PC on the other side of the wall of my setup. That way all like cable management could be done better. But if I have it in a room like that, it wouldn't even matter, because I want to do it for cooling, but if I'm already in a cold storage room, it wouldn't matter, right? So I could do that. That would work. The only thing is keeping that room like dust and spider free and stuff. So I would need to like vacuum it fairly often, even though it's got cement floors, but you know, like vacuuming like the corners and the walls and shit. It's spooter. And then like dusting everything and like sweeping. But like it would be doable. It would be fine. Plus cement floor would be easier for my wheelie chair to roll around on. So I think that's a good plan. I doubt my parents will have an issue with me wanting to do that, but that won't be until like spring, because we still gotta figure out the living room. So once we've got the living room figured out, or the basement living room, sorry. Once we've got that figured out, and we've got it all fixed up, then in theory, I could start unpacking a bunch of my stuff to actually properly move into here, because I haven't technically really moved in. Like, I've lived here, but I haven't moved in. Like, all of my shit is in my bedroom and in storage. So that would cut back on a lot of the boxes that are in there. And then if my brother is willing to swap bedrooms, which I'm sure he probably is, then in theory, I won't be bothering anyone when I make noise at nighttime, because I'll be furthest away from everyone in the house with like cement walls in the way. Yeah. Yeah. And then he'll have the room that he wanted. The only thing is, this room has like a lot of holes in the wall. Like, not like punching holes, but like I used nails to keep the foam up. Because like I used like Velcro as well. But this room is going to definitely need to be painted before anyone can move into it once I take down all the foam. So, yeah. I don't see him having a problem with like that at all, though. Because I'll just have like my bed out in like the living room for like a day or two when we paint this room. And, you know, obviously use the drywall repair to fill up all the holes. But, yeah. Because that's going to be a me problem. That's a me thing to fix. But I've got my shelf in here, so I can move that to like the bedroom that I get instead. And my room will pretty much be set up the exact same, but without the computer in there, so I'll have more room. I know I want to get like a fair-sized TV at some point too, because I've got a 30-inch or a 32-inch TV that was given to me, but it's got like a big scratch on it. So I was like, it's just all future plans, you know? And I'm unsure if once the weather gets warm or not, if I want to get back into working in construction, because like that was good money, but I also wasn't streaming as much as I wanted to, you know? But I feel like if I'm doing that, like number one, making more money, be working out. I want to work out again. So if I don't end up working in construction again, I will be setting like time aside in a day to actually go work out, because I got like my home gym, and then I also want to build some stuff in the backyard so I can work on working out like how I used to with working in construction. But I don't know if I want to try and find another job in construction or not. You know what I mean? Like, do I want to work for somebody again? Like, I prefer just working for me and focusing on my content creation with you guys. But it'll be like managing a lot of scheduling and stuff, and streaming 3 days a week, working probably 5 days a week. It would be something. I won't have any free time is what I mean. I won't have time for that like, at all. But, you know what? Who needs free time? Content creation, you know, working, making money. Making money with content creation, you know. Even though I enjoy making money just off content creation, I know I was making a hell of a lot more working in construction. Plus, I felt healthier because I was working out. I was eating a lot more. So, there's ups and downs to it. Like, I don't know, I look at my physique and I'm like, it's gone right back down to where it used to be, right? Not that I got much bigger anyways, I got a lot stronger, but I didn't get much bigger. So now I'm hoping that I can get back to being proper shape. I don't know, like I look at like the physique of other people and I'm like, why aren't I like that? You know, like, why am I not like that? Like, I can lift as much as them, why am I not like that? But I've just known that I've always been built like Spider-Man, forever tiny. But like, my arms should be larger, you know, like I should be tougher, I should be stronger. But I'm like, but I am, I just don't look it. So I don't know. Makes me feel shame sometimes, but I'm like, you know what, it's not a big deal. I play video games for a living. I pretend I'm a cute anime boy. So, well, I guess right now I'm an anime girl. But, you know, whatever. Maybe I'll make my TikTok journey to fitness. But the main issue with like working in construction is once the weather is nice, I won't be able to go to the woods every day like I enjoy doing, because, you know, I'll have to be up in the morning to work, which sucks, because I much prefer you know, going to bed at my time, right? And then I can, you know, go and spend the end of my day watching the sunrise, seeing nature, hanging out by a river. But can't be doing that in winter right now, which is like not helping with the mental slump I'm in right now. Like right now I'm in like, I wouldn't say like a depressive episode, but I'm more of in like, I'm not mentally well, which is probably because I'm not doing well physically, but I think it's also making it so I'm doing like worse physically at the same time. You know, like my physical health is affecting my mental health, and my mental health is affecting my physical health. And I think a lot of people get that, you know, like they really do correlate, you know? And like going to the woods all the time really helped with my mental health, because it gave me a purpose every day. You know, like I'd go there and I'd record some TikToks and then I could unwind. Just, that was the last interaction with technology that I had for the day. You know, record some TikToks and then put my phone away, and then not use my phone until when I woke up. So it was a good disconnect, you know, and I got to get fresh air. I got to hang out, do something that calms me down, you know, not that I'm, you know, hyperactive or not calm most of the time, but you know what I mean? Like it calms the soul, you know, just being able to like connect with nature. Hopefully does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You know, just like being at peace for a bit, you know, just like watching like the ducks just go by on the river, seeing the cobra chickens do their thing, having deer walk past you, occasionally run into a bear, you know, that only happened once. Coyotes like running around and you're just like, well, I'll fight you. I don't want it, but I'll fight you. So, I don't know. Hearing the birds chirping, seeing the frogs, you know, like it was good. It's good. But in the winter, I can't do all that. Like I can, but well, I mean, not right now because the river went up 8 feet. So luckily where I go is on a hill, so my spot is underwater, but I can still go to the woods and hang out by the river because the woods are flooded. But you know, I can be further back. Yeah, I miss going to the woods. I'm glad I went the other day. I'm a little sad that it was like, you know, flooded, but oh well. I still went. I got to spend some time just kind of relaxing. Well, I think I've run out of things I want to talk about. So unless you guys have anything you want to talk about, maybe we'll call it. Because like streams don't need to be 3 hours. They just generally are. I start stream at 7. I don't say when I end anymore. I have it scheduled for myself, but not for you guys. So maybe we'll call it as an early one today. I don't know. Don't really have an active chat today anyways, so can't really feed off the interaction. It's more of just me chatting, and I think I've ran out of things. For the moment at least. Like I could probably spin it and just keep talking, but I don't know. Zero interaction does make it a little bit harder for me to see what you guys enjoy me talking about and what you don't. And like, don't get me wrong, I love my lurkers. You guys are great. I would not be where I am if not for you guys. But, you know, it's... Why did my music stop? Hello? My music is set to loop. Why did it stop? That was weird. Yeah, my brain just went flatline for a moment. Yeah, like, it is just more difficult for me to try and stay entertaining without something to feed off of. I could just keep spinning from one thought to another, but I feel like it can get really, like, long-winded and boring for you guys, you know? So I don't want to bore you. Know what I mean? I don't know. So maybe we will call it tonight. Call it an early one. Yeah, I think we'll call it an early one. So I'll go and see if anyone's online. I'll go and drop a raid on them if there's anyone I feel like raiding. Let's see. I'm just looking, I'm looking. There's not a stupendous amount of people online, surprisingly. Well, not anyone that's like, I'm a big time streamer. Went to help your parents with groceries? No worries, homie. What'd I miss? I talked about a lot of different things. Chat was dead. We're ending stream. Not because chat is dead, just because I ran out of things to talk about. So, probably gonna chill for a little bit and then set up the movie night thing. Where to throw you? Where to throw you? Yeah. I have ran out of topics. And I was like, well, my throat is starting to hurt from talking a lot. So. Gonna throw you guys at 𝐿𝐸. Why not? Let's go get into their chat. Mute it so I get past the ad. Alright. Let's get this raid started up. Bada boom. Bada boom. Bada boom. I appreciate you guys being here. If you are not already part of the Discord, I highly encourage you to join us. If you would like to follow me across my various social media, you can check them all out there. If you feel like suggesting some strange things for my wish list, you can do that right here. You can also see things that I plan to get for stream as well. And on top of that, if you are a content creator and would like some free stuff, I have made some free stuff. There you go. Alright, I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. We will probably be doing movie night in, I would say, about an hour. Let's just aim for an hour. Alright? And it will be Iron Man 2. So that'll be in the Discord. So if you're not there, join us. I love you all. Have a fantastic rest of your night. And I will see you on Monday if all things go according to plan. Oh, also, game night tomorrow night at 7 p.m. if I'm not busy. I mean, you guys can still do game night, but, like, I'm just saying. I might not be able to make it. Alright. Love you guys. Bye-bye.